All right, I believe we are live, heading live. There's like a little delay here.
Little delay. I'm just checking the group.
Here we go. We should be live. All right. Let me click over here so I can see comments as people come in. All right, guys, welcome to our Thursday training in social networking professionals. We're so excited you're here and really want to give a shout out to so many of you as you really kind of embrace the technology we were using this week, trying out some new things, trying the bot out and testing. And so many of you shared our stuff, and we just love it. It really goes to show how cool and how automated and how cool automation is, right, with all of this. So, all right.
We've got some people joining us. Trish, we've got Michelle. Hey, Michelle. Nice to see you here. Elizabeth, how are you doing today? Thanks for joining in.
Yeah, and I got to share, guys, we were so excited. We had record registration numbers this week using the system with people who are registering, and not just that, but also, coming back and, replying in the group as well. So again, we appreciate you using this. And yeah, Elizabeth, I know it was a little confusing, but I think as we do it more, everybody's going to get used to it, and it'll make it much smoother as we go along.
Absolutely. So let's dive in today. I am super excited about this topic, Trish, because Facebook stories are one of the most powerful ways that you can reach people effectively for free without having to use paid ads or anything like that. So super excited to be sharing this training.
Me too. And yeah, they're saying that outside of Facebook Lives, Facebook Stories makes the biggest impact right now on the number of people you can actually reach. And we know, obviously, through organic reach, it's really hard. And we're going to go into that a little bit more. But the fact that you can use this tool to get so much organic reach is really amazing.
Yeah, it's super exciting. So am I sharing my screen, Trish, or are you sharing yours?
I can share mine. That's no problem. I've got it up here and ready to go.
Excellent.
All right, so let me just move us so I don't block my slides like normal. All right, hopefully everybody can see that. And are you seeing that on the, on?
I can see it.
Perfect. All right, guys. So today, the power of Facebook stories. And before we get started too, I just want to encourage all of you to stick around until the end. We've got some really exciting announcements that we're going to give you. And also, we've got a PDF for you guys that you're going to be able to download if you stick around to the end, that we're going to be sending out to you. So you'll be getting that through your messenger. And Rob, I got to tell you, is having so much fun with this technology. This is totally his wheelhouse. So here we go.
Awesome. So guys, in case we haven't met before, I know we've got a lot of new people in this group who may not know one or both of us. So we're Trisha and Ruth. I'm Ruth, that's Trisha. And we've been in network marketing a combined 20 plus years. So a long time in the industry. We've seen a lot of changes. Back then it was all old school, and we've ridden the ride of social media, and now build our teams and our businesses entirely online using attraction marketing. So gone are the days of hotel meetings and begging people to go to home parties and all of that, which is super fun. It allows us to run our businesses completely from home. And I don't know about you, Trish, but that's what I wanted in the long run anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, who doesn't want to work from home? I mean, you get so spoiled, and you get to be in your pajamas, you can, do whatever. But just having that flexibility, and that's what I love the most. That if I want to work for a couple hours and then leave to go do something with my kids, that I'm able to do that. You can't do that at a corporate job. It's just impossible. So,
and guys, we're both marketing coaches, so we've spent the last 3 years getting mentored by some of the best internet marketers in the industry. We acquired some really specialized skills, and now we actually coach struggling network marketers. And between the two of us, I would say we've coached upwards of 3,000 network marketers in the past couple of years. So we're in the trenches with people. We understand the issues, the struggles, and we have the solutions now, which makes us super excited to be sharing this stuff with you. We're both moms. That's one of my biggest joys in my life, and I know it's one of yours, Trish.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we're both kind of mentally and physically on fire. We take care of ourselves. We're both athletes. We eat right, and we really promote and advocate for healthy lifestyle, because the healthier and better you feel, the more energetic you are, and the better your business grows. We're both six-figure income earners, and we're super passionate about helping others create breakthroughs in their businesses and in their lives. So that's a little bit about us.
Yeah, I love it. Love it. All right. So Ruth, do we have more people hopping in? I can see
Awesome.
my screen now.
Hey, Whitney. Marlowe, nice to see you, Marlowe. Hey, Pat. Awesome to have you guys joining us.
Perfect. And guys, if you guys have used the Facebook story strategy so far, or used that platform that Facebook offers, can you drop us a story below? And maybe you've used it on Instagram, but or other platforms. Interestingly, doing some of this research, I didn't even realize that a lot of this started with Snapchat, and Facebook actually tried to buy them, and then their platform took off, and they said, no, you can't have us. So Facebook had to come up with their own way to do it. And up until about a year ago, Facebook actually had the least number of people using it. But we know that has completely changed, especially with what Facebook's getting ready to do. So guys, just want to jump in and, did you know that Facebook stories are actually going to be dominating our newsfeed very soon? And they announced this about a year ago. And I remember thinking, how could this be? But with the functionality of all the things that you can do with stories, they're getting rid of it because, you're able to actually just see it. And we're going to go a little deeper into this. But isn't that crazy that your scrolling is going to go away, right? You're going to be scrolling across now instead of up and down with these stories.
Yeah, it's almost hard to believe that the news feed's going to disappear.
Yeah.
But the fact that you now know that can prepare you so that you can be ahead of everyone else using stories who aren't using it now. People just, it's one of the most underutilized places on Facebook, but it's one of the most powerful.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So guys, and more importantly, like Ruth was just saying here, you can actually use Facebook stories to build your business more effectively. And we're going to go into a lot of this today, but there's so much to tell on this. It's kind of crazy. But what I love about it is it's a really great way to be able to use an organic platform for your business page even. You can be using it on your personal and your business, but the fact that you can be doing this organically with your business is really huge right now.
So what are Facebook stories? Like, plain and simple, Facebook stories is really a multi-purpose visual content sharing feature on Facebook. Users, they're able to share photos, videos, animations, polls, texts, music, pretty much anything that you might typically share on your profile or on your page, you can actually share in a story. They have a 24-hour expiration date, and they're very similar to Instagram stories. So for example, in Instagram, comments don't show in a feed. Instead, they're sent directly to Facebook Messenger for brands to respond. Now, I want you to think about that. So if someone leaves a comment on a story, the comment's going to appear in Messenger. Now, how powerful is that? That when you see a comment in Messenger, you can start a conversation, as opposed to just getting maybe a thumbs up or a smiley emoji or something like that on a Facebook post. Because social media is moving more and more to relationship building and less away from sort of billboard style social media. So the more you can be engaging with people, the more your stories are going to be seen, the more interaction you'll have, and the more relationships you'll have to actually be able to start recruiting people and selling products and all of those things that really we're on social media to do.
Exactly. Yeah, I love the whole messenger feature on that. It is really cool. So, guys, why Facebook stories are great for your business. All right, we're just going to go over some of these concepts here today. Um, like I mentioned before, when it comes to organic reach, brands and marketers are really in a tough spot in general. It doesn't matter what platform you're on. But in 2018, Facebook changed its newsfeed to prioritize what they call meaningful interactions, making it hard for businesses to get organic growth or reach. And what was interesting is it went from a really high percentage to less than 5% that you get in your organic reach in a normal news feed. Because that's huge. Now, that's what, has caused so many people to go to that paid platform because they wanted to make sure that their stuff can be seen. And it's still one of the better ways for you to really get your reach out there. But knowing that you can use story and still get in front of people's faces to get more organic reach is great. Because it's not, as many of you know, if you've been building on your personal profiles, you probably have posts that people do lots of commenting and sharing and liking on, and then you do this business post and you get nothing. And of course, we teach ways around that. But the bottom line is it's not just that people aren't interested in your post, it's that Facebook is limiting who actually sees it. So the people who are necessarily in your feed aren't going to see those types of posts anyway, because Facebook is preventing it from happening. So Facebook has really been focusing on communities and that user experience. Again, limiting those posts that are less personalized, which is why when, if you've gone through some of Ruth and our training, or even in our network marketing challenge that we have, when we really talk about those different types of posts, we teach you a way with a formula that you can still get your story out there about your business without it being business. It's making it more personalized so that it's going to not only create that curiosity and pull people in, but also so Facebook's going to let it be seen out there. Businesses have really had to find more creative and effective ways to grow on social media, like we were just discussing with that. And a lot of it too with, how you do your post, but also through a lot of the paid stuff we've really had to go to and doing business pages, because that's really the only way that you can really seem to get your message out there. Using that personal platform isn't really doing it as much. But stories, they've made it a new fun way for brands to really be able to develop content that look and feel more personalized, and also receive a considerable amount of attention from users. When you think about it, when you open your phone or even on your desktop, the first thing that you see right across the top are all the stories. Like, you can't miss them. And if you're on your phone, it's easy to just go through, and if you tap on somebody's, you can tap through all the ones they've got for the day to look at it. You can start swiping through, but you can, do so many things with it that it allows you to get that message out there that definitely is more personalized, even if you put a business message. And I was testing some things this week. I tested in the stories. I put a post. In fact, I just did it again because I wanted it to pop up in my feed. But real quickly, let me just pull it up. Basically, I did a post saying, did you know that I have a group where I teach people how to, grow their influence on Facebook, and I teach social media strategies, and do you want in? I got just as many people who came in through my stories and from my personal page as I did from my business page and my business stories. So it was really awesome to see. I changed the wording up slightly, whether it was in the story or not, basically because you can do some little click things. But for the most part, I was getting people who were seeing it, people who are reaching out and wanting to know, how do I get into your group? So it was really cool to see the effectiveness of that. And to be honest, I think I got more people who came in from the personal side than I did the business, but not by a lot, but definitely by a few. And for me, that's rare. I typically do not get a lot of stuff like that on my personal profile, but it somehow reached people who I don't ever see in my feed. So I thought that was pretty awesome. And then stories offer brands or businesses the opportunity, once again, to really get in front of audiences with that great content and offers, because it doesn't matter whether it's from your personal page or your business page, you still show up on the top of somebody's newsfeed in the stories. Like all the stories are going to go there. And if you've got your stuff set up to public, everybody can see it. And so it doesn't matter whether they follow your page or not. It's still going to be up there in that feed, which is really awesome.
So guys, you'll notice that because Trisha and I are really heavily involved in internet marketing, we're always testing out what's currently working. And it changes literally from month to month as social media platforms change their algorithms to accommodate their own missions, right? And Facebook and Instagram, their mission now is to create communities. And I got to tell you, Trish, I've been doing similar testing. So for me, the only way to really reach people on my business page is through paid advertising. And that's super effective, but it also costs a lot of money, right? And when I test out things on my personal profile now, and I've been doing quite a bit of that lately between stories and posts, I'm getting 30 to 40 targeted friend requests a day.
Yeah, same here.
Really wild, like the right kind of people, my avatar. And it's interesting to really see those shifts going on.
Yeah, for sure. Because, years ago, I mean, you and I met because we were out on the hunt for people, right?
Yeah.
That was what, 3 years ago. And you and I've been on that paid platform for a while and doing that. And it does work well, like you said, but it does add up. And not everybody wants to do it. But since really becoming active over this with some of these newer strategies over the last few months, I am as well getting that many friend requests. And there are people who have podcasts or people with entrepreneur groups, or like you said, they're the avatar. They are the ones who are reaching out. And I'm excited because for a long time I wasn't accepting too many friends because they were always those really creepy people who would, send you a spam message 5 seconds after you accept a friend request. But now that's not what I'm getting. I'm getting very quality people. I'm excited.
Absolutely. So I want to give a shout out to some new people who are here before we keep going. Donald, Tala, Jason, Susan, Julie, Wilma, Lynn, Inga, Donald, Pat, Molly, Whitney, Velda. Thanks for joining in, guys. I hope you're getting some value from this. Give us some love hearts if you're getting some value from this this bit we're doing about stories.
And I just want to say too, I'm going to shout out to Tala. Not only did she share our training for today, she actually went on and did a Facebook Live sharing it. So Tala, thank you so much. We appreciate your support. That is amazing.
Thank you, Tala. Appreciate it. So why should you be using Facebook stories? Number one, stories, guys, are right literally at your audience's fingertips. So they are on the very top of the feed. It's the first thing they see. They don't have to scroll. And people are watching stories these days. The competition is not as fierce as it is in the feed. So if you think about the news feed is that first thing you see when you log into Facebook and you start scrolling. If you think about the news feed as a newspaper, there's only so many pages in the newspaper to fill. So competition to get into that newspaper on a daily basis is fierce. That's why, you may be doing posts and you're not getting engagement, you're not getting likes and comments and shares. It's because other people's posts are filling the news feed. Other people's posts who are more engaging, or maybe their paid posts, are filling the news feed, and there isn't room to put yours in. That's what's happening. So the competition is not as fierce in stories. Not as many people are using that platform yet. Stories can be personalized enough to feel less like selling and more like a friend offering something valuable. So you're going to see in some of our tips, and if you stay till the end, you're going to get our PDF on some of the things you might share in your story. You can actually do things like product demos. I'm not going to, flash the name of your company, but doing a quick product demo in a story will get people commenting, and it's going to end up in Messenger where you can have a conversation with them, a more private conversation. Hugely powerful. Stories can grow a following that can be retargeted. So if you're doing stories from your Facebook page, then we can actually capture. This is so cool. Think about it. You can capture all the people who watch your stories in an audience. We call it a custom audience. And we can then put very specific ads, show very specific ads to that custom audience, all those people who saw your story. So they already have seen you. They're starting to get to know, like, and trust you. And then all of a sudden you make an ad in front of them that offers them something. They are more likely to buy or respond because they're now a warmer audience, right? They've seen your stories, they've watched your videos, they've spent time with you. You can cross post from Instagram straight to Facebook, which is super cool. You can do, your stories in 2 places at once. And when someone comments or replies, as I mentioned before, it goes into a messenger conversation.
Yeah. All such powerful things. Like I love the retargeting piece even. Right?
Mhm.
You and I know from a lot of the paid ads we've done that anytime anybody interacts, that makes them a great person to retarget. But I love it that it's now through an organic platform first, and then we're able to do it. All right. So let's see here. So another really awesome feature about the Facebook stories is it can be tracked in 2 different ways. So one, on the individual stories, you actually can go in as go on, you click on it. You actually can see in the corner how many people have seen it. And if you swipe it up, you can actually see who has actually interacted or reacted to the story that you have out there. The other thing is, anytime they react, it goes to Messenger. Even if they just send you a heart or a smiley or anything, it actually goes straight to Messenger. But you can actually see those numbers. And then on the business side of things, if you've got a business page, this is really powerful. On the desktop, you can actually go in and view your page insights. Now, again, some of you who've done other trainings with us, you know how powerful that insights can be. But this, you can track, how many people have seen it, how many people actually looked at the picture, how many people swiped left, how many people swiped right. So meaning if they saw something and swiped too fast, they went back to look at what you had. Like you can see so many things about that, which can be really helpful for you in your retargeting, and also to know what content people are liking, right? So that you are getting an idea of what people are wanting to see in your posts. So I love that.
Absolutely. And I have a couple comments here, Trish. Velda says, hey, super interesting. I'm also getting the right kind of friend request. That's super cool.
Yeah.
Velda, I love hearing that. And Inga says, funny, I never watched the stories, find them a waste of time. It's interesting. I love that you said that, Inga, because I know you're a super busy lady, first of all, but secondly, just because you don't find them useful doesn't mean other people aren't watching them. So pay attention to that. And I want to make an analogy. It's so funny. So Reg is always, looking at different internet things, and he found TikTok.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, oh my gosh, TikTok is like just a waste of time. It's these super, crazy short little videos of people doing silly things, and they're funny, right?
Yeah.
Millions and millions of people are piling onto that platform, right? So just because I think it's silly doesn't mean it's not getting views, right? So we have to pay attention to where people are going. And
Yeah.
Facebook stories is the first place people are starting to go on Facebook now because it's right at the top of the news feed. They can't miss it.
Yeah. And I felt the same way when it first came out. I saw people and I'm like, "Ugh, this is such a waste of time, and didn't quite understand it. But I think about Warren Buffett said something about um, make what you love your hobby, but what others love your business.
So true.
Yeah, right. So again, it's not about what we want, it's what about others are doing. And, again, in this industry, you have to be able to stay ahead. You have to be ahead of the rest of the people.
Yeah.
So,
Donald says, I never liked it either. And honestly, Donald, I didn't either. I didn't spend a lot of time on it. And I still don't spend a lot of time on it, but I use it because I know other people are spending time on it.
yeah, exactly. And we've got, let's see, Helena's on now. Melanie is on. Got some more people. All right. So, how to use Facebook stories, guys. So, this is what's really neat. You can do so much with it, right? So, you can actually start a Facebook story. It can just be something you text or, like you text in a message. Now, Instagram is a little bit different, but you can actually just type in what you want to be part of your story. It could be a selfie, it could be a text with a picture. So, you have it could be a selfie that you type something on, or it could be another picture that you take and type something on. It could be a video. It could, and through your video, you can do some storytelling. So really powerful. And when some of the paid ads, Ruth and I do too, if you do little 15-second blurbs and stuff for videos, Facebook ads will actually pop them into stories. So some really cool things there. You can also do a boomerang, right? Another thing I used to think was silly, but people love boomerangs for whatever reason they do. I guess it's because they're fun. So you can do a boomerang video in there, and then you can do polls. And on the business side, you actually can, there's other buttons like learn more and things like that, where you can actually send people to your website or other things. So just lots of really awesome ways that you can use these stories.
And also remember, when you're thinking about the Facebook story, we know that to capture someone's attention through a video, they'll only stay a certain amount of time. Most people watch less than, what is it, Trish, 7 seconds before
Yeah.
they're scrolling?
Yeah.
On Facebook stories, the stories flip really quickly. So people tend to stay longer and watch an entire story because it's little snippets. It's not like a 15-minute video in a Facebook story. They're little snippets of things that in today's day and age where people are expecting, to be always stimulated quickly, it satisfies that. It fits within what they know. So they tend to stay and watch things longer.
Yeah, and it's interesting you say that because that micro content, I think, is the terminology that they're using with it. Everything's going to start to become that micro content, just those short snippets. And I don't know if it's because people are busy, if everybody's attention span is small, whatever it may be, but you need to catch their interest. And the other thing too, when you're doing the stories, like Ruth said, if you can, the more stories you can add throughout the day, people can tap to go to that next one. And even if they don't, it goes to the next one even faster. So the more stories that you're putting in that 24-hour period, the more people can go through and look at and watch. And just so you know too, even though it is a 24-hour period for the viewer, Facebook has now started saving them, so you can go back and pull up the ones that you have posted out there, just so you know. That's something I found in the research as well.
So here's some content ideas for Facebook stories. And again, if you stay till the end of this, we're going to actually give you a PDF that will give you a bunch more content ideas and things that you might create to post in your stories. So number one, a new product launch. Maybe your network marketing company has launched a new product and you want to let people know about it. So it's a quick little, maybe, let's say this little chapstick thing is my product. I'm holding it and I'm putting it on and talking about how great my lips feel. So I'm not showing the company name, again, creating curiosity, but people are more likely to see it because it's a story than if I do a post. Behind the scenes footage. People are curious about what your real life looks like. And they just are. So show behind the scenes footage. What does your office look like? Maybe it's a mess. Let people show what, you know, a day in the life looks like. People are curious. They like to watch. Holiday messages and offers are also great. I mean, I think every month there's a new national holiday that gives us an excuse to talk about something and maybe create something fun around a story. Special events. Do you have something going on in your life that's special? Maybe someone's getting married, maybe someone's getting divorced. And does your company have a special event going on where you can, you know, maybe do a scan of the room as part of your story? Customer praise is great. If you've got testimonials from your customers, testimonials from your clients, just posting that little testimonial, letting people know that you do a good job, right? And it's another reason why people should be doing business with you. How-to videos. So how to do a Facebook story, or if you're in, you know, how to make a recipe. There's a lot of how-tos that you could share in your Facebook stories that would create interest. And guys, it doesn't always have to be business, right? This is about really showing a combination of your life, your business, behind the scenes, what things look like. And that's why people stay interested in it, because it is a combination. It shows a little bit about you, and you can put in some of the business stuff in between. Lifestyle, you know, are you out doing something fun? I was out on the ski hill this week and I did a quick little Facebook story of what it looked like out there. Music, you can actually share the music that you love right into your Facebook story. And again, if you stay till the end, we've got our 21 bulletproof Facebook story ideas that we'll be able to share with you. It's PDF style, and it'll give you a whole bunch more of these content ideas that you can start using today to start getting eyes on you.
Mm-hmm. The other thing too, and first of all, Ruth, I love how you said it's not just about always being business, because it's not. In fact, stories are such a great way for your followers to see what you're really all about, to see what your life is like. You know, maybe you're, you know, taking kids to school and picking up. Maybe it's you're going to soccer games or softball games, you know, whatever it may be. Let people see what you do, you know, outside of just your business. Because again, remember, in the end, it's about building that know, like, and trust with people. It's about building that relationship. And when they can see all these things that you're doing, they feel like they know you, whether they've ever met you or not. And, you know, people really will live just through you, through your excitement, through your travels, through your things. They really will. And so really getting personal with them is super important.
So we have a couple of questions here. Michelle says she's confused. Are you talking about Instagram stories? I just tried Facebook stories and it's just the post. So no, we're not talking about Instagram stories. They're two separate things, though you can post directly from your Instagram story to your Facebook story. Mm-hmm. But right inside the Facebook story, inside the screen, you can choose different things, whether it's a video or a boomerang or a, you know, just a written text post. And I know Trisha's gonna go through this in a moment. So that should answer your question a little bit more closely.
Yeah, so we're just, I'll do a screen share in a minute. We're gonna show you how to do one. And we're gonna share with you a little bit more stuff about it as well. But here are some ways that you actually can customize and make stories a little more fun. And you'll probably see a lot of people starting to do this. But you can start with your basic picture or whatever it is, and you can start adding other effects and animations to it. So for instance, you can, you know, I just did one where I was able to put a hashtag in, you know, you're able to put something like that in. You can change the background on some of your things. If you're just typing in something, you can actually change the background. You can really get creative with some 3D drawings. You can add stickers, you can add the GIFs, emojis, like so many cool things, and you can layer them to make your story a little more animated. You can use, again, add text to it. You can use the drawing tool. And then the other cool thing is you actually can tag friends. And that's kind of neat. And depending on what phone you have and what version of the software, the tagging a friend sometimes will allow the person you've tagged to pull up the post and add actually to the post. So there's some really cool features that you can have fun with it. Let's see here, Helena, is there a downside to doing a story on Instagram and then sharing to Facebook? I don't think so, Helena, because, well, the cool thing is Instagram actually has some more features than Facebook does. So I know a lot of times people will go in and do it in Instagram and then download it and then actually add that picture to Facebook and add some other things to it. They've got a couple different things. Each platform has some different things. But if you're giving the message you want to give, there's nothing wrong with sharing it at all. In fact, I do that a lot because when you're sharing, you don't have to go post twice, right? You're only posting once, not twice. And so I love that. And yes, Susan, you can be tagging friends in it, which I think is really cool as well. All right. I don't think I see any other questions here. All right, so I'll move on. All right, so right here, guys, I'm gonna stop this screen share real quickly and go to my desktop, and then we'll come back to the slides because we do still have some more information for you. So give me 1 second.
So drop us some love hearts, guys, if you're getting some value from this training. We're always curious whether the trainings we're doing are, teaching you some new things that you might not know, or you're getting some value from it. Let us know.
All right, so Ruth, are you seeing my Facebook screen?
Mm-hmm.
All right, perfect. So right here, guys, is where the stories are. And when you're on your phone, obviously you can be swiping across, but you can see this is where they are. And you actually can go up and
there's my story.
There's your story. You actually can also see all, and then you can choose what you want to open. Okay. And you can see here that I had 2, so I can click on it, or actually you can wait it out too, and then it goes to the next one. This one I just posted, and I did it from Instagram. Instagram allows you to put this little hashtag in and then change the colors of it. But you can see if you wait, it goes through. And here, this was cool. Ruth actually posted about going live. So a great way to share about the business. And then it's just going to take you through, people who are in your feed. So you can go down through here as Razzle here. He's on. And I know Julie Kelly was on.
Hey, Julie.
Yeah. All right. So you can see here lots of different ways. But what I wanted to show you is just how to actually add one. So I'm just going to click on it and then come up here and hit the add. That is one way you can get there to do it. The other thing when you're doing it on the desktop is you also can click to put whatever it is you're doing on your news feed as well. Now, you might not always want to put it on your news feed, but sometimes you might. So you can go there and you can type in the message you want. You can add a photo. Oops. So I do. Let's see here. This did not take it where I wanted. Bear with me 1 second. All right. So this was that lead magnet that I did yesterday. And that one's actually already on my story, so I am not going to do that. But let me just find a cool thing here. Sorry, guys, this did not take me where I thought it was going to take me real quickly. Here's a real funny one that I had did, right? I was advertising something. I had typed something down here. So let me just choose that real quickly. And then what I can do is I can type out something. I did a live training today. Let me just change it here. We'll make it powerful. And then I can tell it is, I'm going to do the little point down things, so on here, let's say reply below. to get the replay. And then you can add some little emojis in, really can do whatever you want here. But so I've got this picture, I've got this, I got it to my story, and I can go ahead and post. And then it's going to pop up here. So it's just adding it. And then it's taking you to another one that I did as well. So you can, it'll take you through each of all of them that you do, and it just added that in. So now you can see how that just showed up there. So really cool ways to add features in. And obviously it's just really easy because you're clicking on the button, and you can do the same exact thing on your business pages as well. Okay. And really on your phone, it's easier to kind of play around with some of the tools. But you can, choose different backgrounds if you wish. You can put in, feelings. You can add, do other things. You can tag friends in it. But when you actually do it from your phone, there's actually more features that are actually available to you to add in there. So that's just kind of a quick demo.
Ed had asked the question, Trisha. He didn't know how to do a boomerang, and that you can actually do that straight from your phone.
Yes.
So there's a little squiggly thing, looks like a sideways figure 8. That's where you would do the boomerang from on your phone.
Yeah. And how you do it too, Ed, is you basically just point at whatever it is you want and hold that boomerang down for a second. And then you just kind of, and then you let go, and it will automatically do everything for you. You're just really holding the button while doing that. All right. So let me switch back over real quickly to our slides.
Kim was asking, when did you say the news feed is going away? We don't know. Facebook hasn't announced it yet, but we know it's coming.
Yeah, we do know it's coming because they announced it over a year ago. And I think it's one of those things, they're getting people ready. They're getting people to start using these other platforms. So I don't think it's one day all of a sudden it's just going to go away. I think they're slowly getting people to use the stories more. They're giving stories more exposure and things like that, trying to get more people to, kind of transition over into it. All right.
Absolutely. So guys, do you want to know more about Facebook stories and the how-tos of social media? Really how to keep up with the always changing social media world without losing your mind. Because that can happen. It's changing all of the time. And as I mentioned before, Trisha and I are on the ground with this stuff. We're in social media all the time. We're training all the time, keeping on top of things. So we totally have you covered. And what we're doing is we're launching our 7-day Ultimate Facebook Stories course and action-packed challenge. One thing to have a course, the other thing to do the action. So we always want to couple those two things together, the up-to-date training and the action items to get you in motion to start using this powerful stuff.
Yeah, for sure. And what I love about this, like Ruth just said, is not only we're going to teach it, we're going to put you into action with it, but we are going to share with you the nitty-gritty how-to of all of it so that you can actually be able to use this effectively when you're done. So inside this course and challenge, we're going to give you easy to follow instructions on how to create engaging Facebook stories to keep your prospects coming for more. We're going to give you specific story ideas each day so that you aren't grasping for what your story should be about. We're going to make it so easy for you. We're taking away those excuses so that you can't say, well, I didn't know what to post. We're going to give it to you. We're going to show you how to use different story features to attract more people and to get them to actually be interacting with you. The cool stories algorithm hacks so that you're able to increase your visibility and reach more people. We want you getting, 20 to 30 people reaching out to you on a daily basis who are part of your avatar, right? And we're going to give you fun and easy homework assignments to practice what you've learned. Because we want to make sure that you're not just absorbing content. We actually want you putting it into action, implementing it into your daily method of operations to help you promote your business better, faster. And through this, we're going to give you a private Facebook group to connect with other marketers and get your questions answered. So this is going to be really fun, really exciting, and really going to be a game changer, I think, for everybody right now because stories are so hot.
So how do I join the 7-day Facebook Stories deep dive course and action-packed challenge? So what we've done, guys, is Trisha and I have recognized that there is only so much we can teach on our Thursday afternoon trainings in this group. We're going to continue to do that. We love you guys. But like anything, it's one thing to know the surface level of how things operate. It's another thing to understand the layers of such a powerful platform and how to actually apply it along with the action items you should be doing, right? We can give information here, but there's only so much we can do to keep you accountable and help you dive deeper to truly understand how to leverage these platforms. So we have created the Social Network Marketing Professionals Ambassadors Only group. Inside this group, when you join, you are going to have full access to each month's deep dive course, an actionable challenge giving you all the how-tos and not just the whats. So the purpose of that, guys, is to get in a group, get close with us, get into action and learn the subtleties of sort of the overview that we can teach here. Some of the upcoming courses that we've put together and have planned are not only our Facebook Stories Challenge, which is in March. We will be doing a 14-day Facebook Live challenge with daily content ideas for you to cover and the perfect structure for your lives to get people to engage with you, reaching out, asking if they can take a look at what you're doing. We've also put together an organic Facebook algorithms hack course. And that course actually has actionable items that you can do to beat that freaking algorithm and get your stuff seen more without spending advertising money. We've also created a Rockstar group challenge where over 7 days, we're going to teach you how to grow a highly engaged group so that you start creating know, like, and trust with your followers, and they start reaching out asking if they can take a look at joining you. So we've got a ton of challenges and deep dive courses planned over the next few months. And there will be monthly content like that will go way deeper than what we can do in this group.
I love it. I'm so excited for this. And what you're also going to get, guys, is you're going to be able to participate in our monthly Dash for Cash challenge, applying monthly course concepts that we're going to give you. You're going to get exclusive access to us. Okay. You will have direct access to both of us that no one else has. And you can ask anything you want at any time. And it's going to be a private online mastermind group. By far, one of the most valuable features is the 24/7 access to our most valuable resources, reviews, our form study groups, accountability partners, and get questions answered daily through our dynamic Q&A forum that we're going to have set up so that you're never going to be stuck again or unsure of what to do next. We really want to help you guys start getting success with your business. We're giving you great tools here, but like Ruth said, it's surface level, right? Because there's only so much we can do in this training. We really want to get into the nitty gritty of what you need to get busy doing so that you can start getting the results that you want to get.
Absolutely. And really, guys, we formed this group because it's a group for people who really want to take action, who really want to take their business seriously and learn the deeper stuff in terms of what's working now and get into action. And like Trish said, we can only teach surface level in this group. We do our best on these Thursday webinars to bring you good stuff, but there's a lot of underlying things. And, you know, I always say to people, back when I started on social media, I didn't know what I didn't know. I thought I knew stuff, but the more I dove in, the more I realized I didn't know. There's a lot of depth in this stuff. And if you're serious, then this group is probably for you.
Absolutely. Also in this group, you're going to get our proprietary DMO system that will allow you to attract great people, build your business, create great content, and still feel relaxed and enjoy free time, right? Imagine always knowing what to do and when to do it. because that's what we hear all the time. It's such a struggle for people. They're willing to put the time in, they just don't know what to do. And we're going to fix that for you. We're also going to have a monthly book club where we reveal the best books to be reading. And each month we will do a deep dive into one and expand on the relevant content to help you apply it to your business. And then you're also going to get the latest updates on what's working now to help you stay ahead of the game, right? Stay ahead of the wave of what everybody else is doing, so that you're always updated before the competition and what's working now with social media, prospecting, and recruiting.
So guys, it got to the point where Trisha and I were getting so many requests for help. And we were meeting with people one-on-one and really trying to help you guys move forward. And it got to the point where we just said, we just can't do this anymore because we're running out of time, we're running out of resources. So what would all of this typically cost? And I've outlined it here: the deep dive course, the participation in the Dash for Cash challenge, the access to the private mastermind, the live coaching sessions, 8 of them a month, where you can ask your questions directly to us and get our support. The monthly book club, the DMO. The DMO is a game changer. When you know exactly what you need to work on and when, you'll actually relax more, have more fun, and have more free time while you're growing your business. And our monthly intensive What's Working Now workshop, where you're kept ahead of the game, ahead of the competition, in terms of what's working now on social media and how you can apply it. So if you added all of that up in terms of on a monthly basis, it would be about $897 in terms of all of that one-on-one time and all of that value. And what we're doing instead is we're offering it as a monthly subscription fee of only $27. It's cancelable anytime. And we're offering that to our first 21 people. This is a brand new group we're forming so that we can truly give you the value that you're looking for if you're serious about building your business. After the first 21 people, the subscription fee is going up to $47 a month. And we will continue to give each of those things every month inside of that group.
So I'm excited about it because we're going to be able to really give you guys even more value than you already get here. I know some of you, love it here, and we love you being here, and we're going to stay here because not everybody's ready to move forward, right? But we know so many of you are. So many of you really want to know the how-to, the specific what, and not only that specific what, but then how to actually apply it. And so again, the first 21 people we're doing for $27 a month. If you want in, I see people putting in, I'm in already.
Awesome, Inga.
Drop us a line in, and we will get you the link so that you can get set up today with that. And we are going to be launching it on March 2nd, which is a Monday. That week, we are going to be doing our first course, which we're going to launch with that Facebook Stories Deep Dive course and challenge. And then we're going to kick it off. So we're just excited, guys, to really be able to work more closely with those of you who are ready to go and just knock it out of the ballpark with your business.
So super excited. Just drop an I'm in the comments, and we will get you over a link to get into the group with us and the challenges and the deep dive courses, and really get some one-on-one time with us where we can help you focus on your business and grow your business. I'm so excited for this.
Me too. This is a vision Ruth and I've had for a long time, and to finally be at a place where we're really ready to do it. And we're just so excited because we know so many of you who reach out to us and want more, and we're really happy to give it. We really are.
Absolutely. So guys, that is our presentation today. Even if you don't join our new group, we will still be here live every Thursday, giving you as much as we can. And so keep joining us live. Bring your teams to this group. This is a safe group to be in. It's a non-prospecting group. And we're super, really happy to have you here. And we'll be showing up live every week, whether you're in and out or out. Super excited that we're seeing a bunch of people here saying I'm in as well, because we'll be able to really spend some good quality time with you and teach you some of the deeper levels of all those various topics we talked about: Facebook Lives, stories, you know, beating that Facebook algorithm. We've got some amazing hacks that we know that we'll be able to teach you so that you can be seen without having to use paid advertising all the time.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people are super interested in that piece, because face it, when we're starting a business, we don't always have a ton of money to spend, right? We're on a budget. We're trying to build a business so that we can have that lifestyle. And if you are on a budget and you find Facebook advertising challenging in terms of budgets, we're going to teach you some things to do it more organically.
Yeah, and there are really so many great organic strategies out there as well, that we're going to be teaching that, you know, aren't going to have you being in 400 groups a day trying to do posts. That is not what we're going to be teaching. They are really good, solid, professional strategies that we're going to be teaching you guys. So we are really excited. Hatala just asked, do you post same stuff on biz and personal stories? Overwhelmed thinking about what to post in story versus feed. And let's see here, in the 2 pages. So Tala, right now what I would do, first of all, you can post the same things. That's okay, because most likely the people, you're not gonna have the same people following. But as time goes, you're gonna get more creative too and come up with some other ideas. You're not always gonna do that, but don't overwhelm yourself. I would just start with one and just start getting it so that you're just figuring out the platform. And when we do this deep dive course, that first week of March, we're really going to do a lot of screen sharing and more how to, so that you got in screenshots and stuff in the training so that you can actually see how to use all these little tools that Facebook has. It's just, there was so much content, we couldn't do it all here today.
Mm-hmm. And Tella, also in that course, by going through the challenge and the different days of videos and stories, you're going to get a sense for how you go forward, right? It's not going to feel so overwhelming because you're going to have a blueprint to follow, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm excited for you to be in the group. I noticed that you said you're in, which is super exciting. I think you'll get a lot of value just by having that blueprint, knowing what to do when. I know for me, just takes away all of that stress.
Yes, and we're going to be giving you the link for the download, so don't be forgetting about that. For stay until the end today. And then also, if you haven't already, let us know if you're in. We're going to be getting the link out for that too. And remember, the first 21 people are going to get the $27 a month. After that, it'll be $47. Okay. So Ruth, do you have anything else?
That's it for today. Thanks for joining us, guys. I hope you got some value, and I want to see your Facebook stories. I'm going to be watching.
I know. I'm so excited too. Thank you, guys. Have an awesome rest of your week, and we'll be chatting with you all soon.
Bye-bye for now.